Looking back at my Sideshow account orders, I can see that I placed my order on March 5th, 2015. It was originally supposed to be out in the summer of 2016, but as the date grew closer, it became apparent that the figure was going to be delayed. How delayed? Well, Hot Toys announced that there was going to be a complete redesign, and not only was it going to help support the weight of such a large figure, but also to allow full Mark 43 figure integration. This meant it was not only a standalone figure, but also a vehicle in the same vein as the 89 Batmobile. Such an undertaking meant that it would be delayed for another entire year. And then, nothing. Silence befell Hot Toys, and the fans who pre-ordered it had heard nothing for an entire 12 months. As the release date of the second quarter of 2017 arrived, there was still no news, no pictures, and definitely no Hulkbuster. Then, Howard Chan teased a black and white picture of the Hulkbuster cockpit and said it was coming along great. Then there was an interview that Howard Chan gave in a Chinese podcast radio show stating that the Hulkbuster would be along in approximately August-September time. The interview was Chinese, so all we had was a few forum members interpreting the broadcast, and some were not too sure if the info was actually correct. But it seems as if the forum members were likely right, as this week, Hot Toys' Facebook page shared some close to final shots of the actual Hulkbuster in action, with the Mark 43 being integrated. The final production piece is looking pretty good, but there does seem to be a dip in the overall weathering of the figure. Also, the colour of the red seems to be dominating the entire figure, whereas the red and gold seem to merge quite well in the original. Red does seem to be taking precedence in this actual final production photos. The cockpit does look crazy detailed though, and the height compared to the Mark 43 does mean it looks to be around 21 to 22 inches in height and possibly 17 inches wide from arm to arm. Some have stipulated that there appears to be some cylindrical shoulder sockets that will potentially pull out so you can move the arms around just like the Shotgun Iron Man figure, but this is not confirmed. Articulation appears to be slightly limited as the photos don't show much movement in the waist or head, but as this is not the definitive finished product, then it may take some time to show exactly what the figure can or cannot do. I don't think this comes with a variety of hands. It appears to just be a set of articulated fingers, and the photo of him posing in the repulsor blast position appears to be a tad awkward. The light up feature also seems to be photoshopped. The light up feature doesn't seem to be accurate to the original version in the movie, but again, this can be due to having to do an artificial reconstruction of this feature, as it may not be functional yet. The original prototype was more accurate, and I don't think it will change. Speaking of the prototype, it does look like the newer version is slimmer in the legs and arms, but this may be improved for articulation. This, however, looks to be hindered when the Mark 43 is inside, due to the legs of the 43 going down into the thighs of the Hulkbuster armour. So, with the good news of the pictures being released, it was inevitable that some bad news had to come with it. In the post, Hot Toys stated it was in the final stretch of completion, and that they expected it to be complete in the fall. This was super political way of saying that it was delayed yet again. The broad term fall could mean early third quarter, all the way up to November. So considering the pre-order originally went up in December 2014, it's likely that this figure will take almost a whopping 3 years to finally arrive. That's longer than it took to make the entire fucking movie. Now, that's all the information I have right now. As you can see, the photos are looking really good, although the weathering is down a little bit, and also the prototype does look a bit chunkier. Now, I'm glad that they've finally been able to share some photos. Thank Christ. Everybody was getting a little bit antsy because they just weren't giving us any information about this thing. All we knew was that it was expected to ship in the second quarter of 2017. And as that date was slowly coming and going, we never heard anything. So it is nice that Howard Chan has stepped forward and mentioned something about the Hulkbuster. But I would have preferred it if they had just been able to be a little bit more forthcoming, a little bit earlier, so that we could all be prepared for yet another delay. But that's it, guys, for the moment. Yes, the Hulkbuster is coming. It's now expected to be full. But at this point in my life, I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, maybe we won't see it till 2018. God knows at this point. But they're saying the fall this time. Definitely the fall this time. But they also said definitely the second quarter of 2017. So at this point, it will come when it comes. And I think we just have to be super patient. If you've already paid your money, then this is just going to be a nice surprise coming. If you're still paying it off, you might be thinking, thank Christ, I have more time to finally catch up and finish the payments. Either way, yes, the Hulkbuster is coming. No, it hasn't been cancelled. So either way, in the end, it's actually some good news. But yeah, that's it for the moment, guys. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Like, subscribe, comment. I am just doing this for fun. I'm not here trying to make money from these things. I just like to have my channel to put my views across, and that's about it. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Take it easy. Have a good day. Now get the fuck out of my cave. I love you all.